Hey everyone, Matthew here. Welcome back to the channel. Great to have you here. I hope you're all having a fantastic Tuesday. It's December 30, 2025, and you're tuned into the Daily Nasdaq Futures Recap, where we break down the macro backdrop, track intraday order flow, and review every trade executed by our algorithmic system. Winners, losses, and everything in between. Let's dive straight into today's action. Market news and economic landscape. A light but meaningful economic calendar shaped sentiment today. At 9 a.m., House Price Index. At 9:45 a.m., Chicago PMI. At 2 p.m., FOMC meeting minutes release. With no major tech earnings scheduled after the close. Price discovery leaned heavily on macro expectations and capital rotation themes. Meanwhile, crypto and metals saw notable volatility, providing sparks of movement in an otherwise controlled market environment. The overnight session. Overnight trade was muted. Low volume, tight range, and limited directional conviction. A calm start to what proved to be a cautious trading day. Morning session and U.S. Open. When the European market opened, market jumped and our robot made a long trade. Soon, market reversed to the downside. Our long position was closed for a loss. At about 7 a.m., market dipped again. Our robot entered a short position, which was closed for a profit. At 8:30 a.m., weakness slipped into the market, and our algorithm triggered a short position to capture early downside momentum. When the cash market opened at 9:30 a.m., sector divergence was in full display. Google ripping higher, while Amazon and Tesla traded lower, dragging parts of the megacap basket with them. Nvidia and AMD also opened soft, adding weight to the semiconductor group. Our robot made 3 scalping trades, bringing realized profit to $46. At 9:45 a.m., Chicago PMI landed at 43.5, a notable jump from 36.3 previously, sparking a quick upside reaction across risk assets. Equities bounced, and Bitcoin and silver followed with a push higher, showing broad appetite for risk. Our robot made a long position, which was stopped for losses, as market suddenly reversed to the downside. By the noontime, realized loss was $76. Afternoon session and close. Heading into the afternoon, attention shifted to the FOMC meeting minutes. At 2 p.m., we learned that 19 officials participated, with 12 voting members signaling expectations for another rate cut in 2026, followed by one more in 2027. A slow, measured path toward easing. Market reaction minimal. The index continued chopping sideways in a narrow range. Momentum light, liquidity thin. Tesla continued sliding through the afternoon, one of the few movers with sustained direction. Before the closing bell, our robot took several tactical scalps, small controlled trades aimed at damage control, closing the day with only a $71 loss on a single E-micro Nasdaq contract. A quiet Tuesday wrapped without post-market earnings catalysts. Summary and key takeaways. Low volume and tight ranges dominated the session. Strong PMI surprise brought a brief pop in risk sentiment. FOMC minutes hinted at long arc easing ahead. No immediate fireworks. Algorithm finished the day at a small controlled loss of $71, with risk managed effectively. Thanks for watching and for being part of this daily journey. Transparency matters, and we appreciate you joining us as we track and refine algorithmic trading performance in real time. I'm Matthew. Have an amazing evening, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next Nasdaq Futures Recap.